morning, ma'am.
Good morning.
How are you, ma'am?
Yeah, fine. What about you?
Yes, ma'am, I'm fine.
Yeah. Can I have your resume, please? Yes. Okay. So your name?
I'm Karnasri, ma'am.
Okay. Where are you from?
I'm from Nizamabad.
Okay. Tell me about yourself, which is not there in your resume. Okay. I was saying your personal details. Everything will be there in the resume itself. So what exactly you are and which is not there in your resume.
Yes, ma'am. I'm a very energetic and a self-motivated person. I am not only focus on the result, but also believe in the perfection. If I take any task, I never relax until it's done. And coming to, I did 2 projects in my graduation. Both are appreciated with our faculties. And I strongly believe that I can give my level best to the company, giving my skills, improving my skills, and I will do my level best to growth of your company.
Okay. So in your free time, what you will do?
In free time, ma'am, I will. I like to draw the paintings, ma'am. I'm very interested on the painting.
Okay, what kind of paintings you can draw?
I will draw the nature, ma'am. If I like something, if I saw a bird, I can draw that bird. If I feel very good, then I will do that.
Okay. What are your strengths?
My strength is I'm a self-motivated person, ma'am. I'm a very I also told her myself I'm a very energetic. I'm a very self-motivated person. I'm goal-oriented.
Goal oriented.
Yes.
So what is your future goal then?
My goal is to become a software engineer, ma'am, in a well-reputed company.
Okay. Okay, that's fine. So I think for previously we have completed some rounds. I think telephonic round. I think. So in this, I would like to ask you some technical questions. So, are you good at C language or core Java or Java?
Both, ma'am.
Both.
Yes.
Are you having good knowledge in advanced Java?
Yes, ma'am.
Shall I ask you some questions in advanced Java?
Sure.
Sure. Okay. So I think you have done 2 projects, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So I would like to ask you questions from servlets.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
So do you have any knowledge on servlets?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Okay. What is a servlet? What is the purpose of servlets?
Servlet, it is used to implement web applications, ma'am, and it is used to generate dynamic web content in a web pages, and it is usually runs on a web server. It is gives an request to the takes and request from the client, and it gives a response to the client, and it is also interacted with the database management system, and it sends an email message. I think so. The railway reservation system is a good real-time example for understanding the servlets.
Okay. So can you explain servlet life cycle?
Yes, ma'am.
So you will draw the diagram on the board?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So explain the servlet life cycle with the diagram and explain each and every step very clearly.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Yeah, continue.
Yes, ma'am. Here, in this init method, servlet will be created in init method. It is called only once in a program.
Okay.
And coming to service method, it is a main method, ma'am, which is performs an actual task of in a servlet. It is used to handle those requests came from the client. It will handle the service method, and it is used to manage the requests HTML request types like go, get and post.
Okay. Can you differentiate between get and post methods then?
Yes, ma'am. For coming to get, it will provide and it will not provide any security. But
Okay.
coming to post, it will provide the security. By using get method, we can get the information from the servlets and server and using an post method, we will use it is used to post the information in the server.
Okay.
And by using get request, we can send the lot. We can send only limited information to the server. And coming to post, in this post request, we will send the hug amount of information from the servers.
Okay. So is there any other methods or we are having only get and post methods?
No, ma'am. By using also we have the do get and do post method, ma'am.
So that only we can when you are writing your service method means obviously you need to represent do getter and do post methods.
Yes,
Okay. So is there any other methods?
No, ma'am.
No. Okay. So what is the purpose of destroy method?
Destroy method, ma'am. It is used to destroy the servlets. Nothing but it will dice the servlet, ma'am. It is also create only once. For this syntax will be void public void destroy.
If you want to destroy any servlet.
Yes, here something code will be.
Okay.
This is the syntax of the destroy, and other for init syntax will be public void init. Here some initialization code will be written, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, that's fine. What is a servlet config object?
Servlet config object is an object, ma'am, which is used to pass the configuration information to the servlets, and it will each servlet object consists its own configuration object, ma'am, and it provides an init parameter to web.xml file.
Okay. So what is the difference between servlet configuration and servlet context?
Servlet configuration object, it is like a local variable, local parameter, which is associated with only some specific servlets, ma'am. But coming to servlet context, it is like global variable, global parameter, which is used to associate for all servlets, ma'am. And the information is in coming to servlet config, in this information will be shared for specific servlets. But coming to servlet context, it will share the information for all the applications. And when in coming to servlet configuration, it will once it is created, the servlet object is also created. But in coming to servlet context, once the servlet context is created, at the same time the application application will be created, ma'am.
Okay. So what do you mean by CGI? Okay, I think when we so servlets implemented, but before servlets we are having CGI, common gateway interface. What do you mean by common gateway interface, and what are the disadvantages with CGI?
CJ is nothing but common gateway interface. First of all, before the servlets, we are mostly use the CGI, but due to some reasons, the servlets are came new. CGI is nothing but it is used to create and it is used to generate dynamic content on a website, and it is used to used to interface between a HTML service and HTML service between a and program content.
What are the disadvantages with CGI?
There are a lot of disadvantages, ma'am. First of all, it is a more expensive and
Okay.
it does not provide any security, and it is a burden to the servlets. Also, it cannot handle any cookies, and also it is not portable.
Okay. So, what is web container?
Web container is used to implement the web applications. It is also used to handle the request from the client. It is used to mapping the URL patterns to the servlets, and it is used to manage also. It is used to manage life cycle of the servlet.
Okay. Why do we use the send redirect method?
Send a redirect method. It is used to redirect from one resource to another resource, ma'am. From one resource to another resource. It makes the client to send the new request to get the new resource, ma'am. And it is also sends an response message to get the resource.
Okay. What is singleton class?
Singleton class is a class which is used to allow us to create only one object. It is called the singleton class. To implement this singleton class, it must have only one object. That object should be accessed globally. For example, like a runtime class and private constructor.
Okay. What is session tracking?
Session tracking is nothing but the remembering and recording the client conversation in a span of time. And section is nothing but which the client when the client is present in a longer period of time in application, like from login to logout, at that period is called a section.
Session. Okay. Why does not a servlet include main method, and how does it work? See, when we are developing any servlet applications or JSP applications, we are not writing the main method. So how it will be work?
Because it's servlets are served by the web container. So web container does not have any information about the main method. So there's no need of writing a main method, ma'am.
Okay. So that is the reason we are not writing any main method in the servlet program.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So now you can write down the steps how to implement a servlet application. How we are creating the project, where we are generating the servlet file, and how to add a jar file, which jar file we need to take. Okay. So what are the steps to implement servlet application? Okay. So take the marker and write down it on the board.
To implement the servlets, we have totally 6 steps. First step will be
So to develop a dynamic web project,
Yes.
okay, what is the ideally we can use?
ma'am, we will use an Eclipse ID, and also we can use my Eclipse ID also.
Okay.
In the first step, we will create an dynamic web project. First of all, go to a file
Okay.
to next. Click on the next button, and there is a dynamic web project will be there.
Next time you are. Next time you are. You have written new, but you are saying next button.
Yes, ma'am. After
Okay.
that, next we will go to the dynamic web project.
Okay.
Dynamic web project. After dynamic web project, there is a options. There is a, it will shows to write an project name.
Okay.
I will write the project name as a student.
Okay.
Student. So here,
Okay.
here after this, there's click on the next button. Again, it will after clicking on next button, it will show some certain code, default code. After getting that, again we have to get click on the next button. After then, we have to finish it.
Okay. So at the time of creating dynamic project only can we generate web.xml file?
Web.xml file, yes ma'am, we can create. But it comes in next one. In second step, we have to add servlet API jar file.
Okay.
Here we have to add the jar file. I am taking from student project name.
Okay.
Project name. From this we go to an web content.
Okay. In web content folder.
Yes, ma'am. Web content folder. After this web content folder, there is an web info.
WebInf.
Yes.
Okay. In that?
In this there is a lib folder, ma'am.
Okay.
Lib folder. Lib file. And in this we have to add that servlet API jar file.
Okay. .jar file.
Yes.
Servlet API
Jar
jar
file.
file. Servlet API, not one API. Okay. Next
Jar file.
next step.
In next step, we have to create an HTML file. Ma'am. Step 3.
Okay.
Create HTML file. So here, here we have to right click on the project. Then it will shows. Here we have to create an HTML file. So first of all, we have to right click on it on the project. Then it will show certain. After clicking on right button, we have to go to a next new. After new, there is a. It will shows the HTML file. We have to click on that HTML file, and it will go to a next. After clicking the next button, it will show some check boxes. We have to click the check boxes, and we have to click the next button again. And after this, we have to finish it.
Where you can give the HTML file name then?
Sorry, ma'am. Here itself, we will give some. Here we will give the HTML. Here after clicking the HTML file, it will ask the project name. So at the time, we have to keep the name.
Okay.
And
So
then
next
click on the
step?
Next
step.
Next
So
step.
after generating HTML file, what we have to do?
After the HTML code we have to write, ma'am.
Okay. What is the next step we need to do?
After creating an HTML file, we have to move and create an servlet file.
Right.
servlet file. Here it is also similar one. Here first of all we have to right click on the project and go to the next new button. New button. It will ask some project name
Okay.
and
Project
class
name or class name
both
or
will-
package name. Project name it will not be asked.
yes.
Why? Because when
Sorry,
you are
ma'am.
creating dynamic web
Okay,
project, it will ask the project name.
Sorry, ma'am. Here it will ask the package name
Package name,
and the class name.
class name.
Here package will in package name there is a default name, it is called com, and here we have to write the class name. I am writing student one dot sub.
Sublet, Java file. Just you can give the sublet name. By default, you can take it as a Java file. So we are not having any dot servlet extension, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Next.
Next, we have to go to the next button. After next, there is a checkboxes. We have to deselect the checkboxes and go to the finish button.
Okay. What is the next step we need to do?
In next step, we have to generate the servlet file code. We have to generate the servlet code. After that, we have to fifth step on to generate
What we can generate?
a web.xml file
What is the purpose of web.xml file?
to create an URL pattern, ma'am.
URL pattern for your project.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Web.xml file. Okay.
Here, after generating an web.xml file, we have to write some code. After that, there is a final step. There is a sixth step, run the server.
Okay. That's fine. So when you are generating web.xml file, what are the tags we need?
One is a servlet tag and servlet name and servlet class.
Okay, servlet class.
And servlet mapping,
Mapping.
and URL pattern.
URL pattern. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so these are the steps to implement your servlet application. Okay, now you can develop one application by using one session tracking technique. Okay, so that is nothing but hidden form fields.
Yes.
So what is the use with hidden form fields?
Hidden form fields, ma'am, it is used to track the client conversation by using an HTML code, ma'am. HTML code with the variables. With the variables in a very secure manner, we will hide the
Hide the data.
hidden the data.
Hide is nothing but hidden,
Yes.
right? Okay, so develop the application. So you can write down the application by using the same steps. Now you have written how to develop a servlet application by using some steps. Okay, by using the same steps, how you can write down the HTML code. No need of explaining all the steps. Just write down what is the code you will mention in HTML file and what is the code you are written in servlet file. That's it. Okay.
Ma'am, in hidden form, there is similar steps in. Actually, I said before. First of all, we have to create a dynamic web project. So, after creating a dynamic web project, we have to add the jar file. Again, we have to create an HTML code. Here, I am creating directly. I am writing an HTML code. First of all, I am starting from the body.
Okay. White. Can we take any other color or white?
We
Why?
can
Because
take any color, ma'am, but we can visible the words very.
already background color is in white only now. When you are generating any web page, the background color is obviously white. Take any other color.
We'll take yellow, ma'am.
Okay.
So here in the next step, for
No need of all these things. Why? Because you have started with the body tag, na?
yes, after this is a HTML code, ma'am.
Okay.
After this, we have to generate the servlet file. Servlet file I also told, and we have to write the code.
Okay.
Here,
Just rub that body, head, HTML, then you will get some space. Up to form, you can keep the code. Close the form tag. You can write down there. Continue with the servlet program. Okay, now you can write down.
here we will write from
HTTP servlet, you cannot write like that. You are giving space. HTTP servlet request. You have to write down continuously. It is a class name, right?
yes, ma'am, but and for understanding, I will
Okay.
again.
But write down completely. Don't give any spaces. Why? Because it is a class name, no?
Yes. these use and throws. And then in next step we are writing the print.
What is the purpose of print writer class?
By using print writer we can retrieve the HTML file.
Okay.
Print writer. Next one. After this, we will take the. I'm directly taking the output.
Okay. So if you want to call HTML code in the servlet file, you need to mention content type, right? So did you mention anywhere content type to write on the HTML code in servlets?
Content type.
Content type is a content type of text by HTML you need to write down.
HTML.
Then why you missed that point? Okay, continue. Why? Because servlet code does not accept HTML file directly. So that is the reason instead of that we have to use content type. Okay, text by HTML you need to write down. Okay, continue. You need to keep it in double quotations. HTML.
Directly take the student.
Request dot get parameter.
Yes, ma'am.
Which parameter you can retrieve? Which parameter you can retrieve?
This is a student number.
Okay, which is taken in your HTML file. You need to keep first S number in double quotations. Shall we use comma in the print statement, or you can mention plus?
After dividing these things, I kept the comma. Printing this student number and student name, I kept plus.
Yeah, have your seat. Okay, your technical round is completed. So this is the technical round 1. Okay, now. So do you have any questions to ask me regarding anything? Do you want to ask me?
Can you give a feedback?
Okay. While saying the answers, you are giving much space between the sentences. So please improve it. And while writing the coding, you are a little bit confusion. Confusion is there. Okay. Make it correct whether you are confidently writing or not. Okay. If you are selected for the technical round 2, our HR will inform you shortly. Okay. I think technical 1 is completed, but I hope so technical round 2 is there. Okay. We will inform you shortly.